was a sophomore in high school when my family and I decided that attending a private school would give me better opportunities for my future goals. During the same time, my closest friend also made the same decision with his family to apply to the same private school. As we went through the application process, we both had a lot of confidence and were excited for what our futures held. We knew if we were accepted, we'd both have a better chance of being successful in the future for whatever we pursued. As we finished the application process, I started noticing I was getting more recognition back from the school compared to my friend. However, we both had high hopes and were optimistic. We knew this opportunity of obtaining a higher education and being surrounded by like-minded kids would motivate us to succeed. Soon after, I was accepted into that private school, but unfortunately my friend was not. I can recall how devastated he was after receiving notice he was not accepted. He knew the chances of him achieving the goals he set without the resources he would have from a private school would be drastically different from our public school. Sadly, instances like this happen all around the country for kids like my friend. Kids who are at a disadvantage because of several assets that handicap them from them being successful. Soon after, I was enrolled in my new school, surrounded by new friends with similar interests and joyous demeanors, while my friend was struggling at his school, taking public transportation to and from school, and dwelling in libraries just to get access to internet for homework. At my new school, I had the opportunity to meet and interact with new people who are actually intrigued to go to school and learn every day, something I wasn't exposed to at my public school. Also at my new school, I had the opportunity to learn in new, innovative classrooms that offered a safe and diverse learning space compared to non-conditioned, insolvent ones. For the first time, I had access to my own computer for studying and research, where my old public school only had a single computer lab with about 30 outdated computers that were constantly taken up. Now, by having access to my own laptop, I was able to use new softwares, develop my own programs. I had access to 3D printing, and I was doing things like making collaborative videos for school projects. Also at my new school, I had the opportunity to serve a community by going on a service retreat, where I got to meet new people and help people who are less fortunate. This was a life-changing experience and something I wouldn't have had the chance to do at my old school. Without these opportunities, I know I wouldn't be the same student I am today. Who knows where I'd be? I probably wouldn't be up here giving a TED Talk. I believe kids from all backgrounds, despite any disadvantages handicapping them, should have the opportunity to excel in their future through an essential education, similar to what I had. And I hope I can be the change for kids like my friend in the Bay Area. We as Americans live in a generation where education is truly not respected. Nowadays, depending on where you live or how much money your family generates can determine your success for achieving high academic accolade. America's dropout rate throughout the past few years has severely soared up, leading to kids who are disadvantaged and struggling. And it's not hard to notice the results of this deficiency. This has to do with the misdeed our government has towards our education system. Not all kids get the chance to get the same education, causing many kids to struggle. But there are many solutions to this problem. And I believe by providing kids the basic universal skills and knowledge needed, they can help change the world. Kids from the United States currently rank behind many of their peers from 35 industrialized nations. So what can be done to fix this problem? Well, this is where the idea for my school comes in. After this experience with my friend, I decided that in the future, I wanted to create my own learning institute for kids like my friend and I, a place that offered guaranteed admissions and an emphasis on technology and the development of basic skills that kids need to excel. I plan on preparing these kids through academic, social, and structural learning. I believe by providing these kids with sufficient sophisticated equipment that will support classrooms and students, and also teachers who are passionate about transforming the youth, is what we need to fix the problems within our education system. Not all kids get the chance to get the same education, and many kids are struggling from this. With the right institutions, we can help fix the problems our government fails to accomplish. The intent of having a school where kids can excel has had a very drastic effect on my life personally. Growing up, I attended many schools, mostly public, and I have firsthand experience on what that system produces compared to that of private schools. By rendering America's already existing educational arrangement and mandating legitimate schooling, we could help provide kids across the Bay Area to come to school and receive comparable learning to that of a private school. Historically in this country, learning has meant earning, and the median U.S. household income is about $50,000 a year, and graduation rates stand at about 75%. Households in which no one has finished high school drops to less than half of this, while households with college degrees are roughly 50% higher. This could be avoided by establishing more institutions like mine, where communications, technologies, and strong relationships and connections with teachers are provided and directed to the students. Instead of having high school graduation rates stand about 75%, we could help students ultimately help themselves by providing proper assistance. Now, they will be better able to make good choices, follow a productive path, and have greater chance of success in their college years, all because of the simple yet effective changes we make in our education system. By providing these students who are impoverished in America the proper education and assistance they need to be successful in the future, we can help fix the problems within our education system. Thank you.